Hello, welcome to Dead Vision Entertainment. I'm Batgirljamie. Hi,
I'm
Alex.
the
Thanks for
Joshua
joining.
Danger. Say what? What did I miss?
Alex said whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Hold on. And I got one more person to share this with because this one is for him.
He's gonna send this to the person that asked us to watch this movie. We're reviewing a movie that you can watch on YouTube, and the link for the movie is in the description.
Yep, there you go. And so, whoop whoop. What up, my buddy Alex?
What up, Alex? Thanks for joining. We appreciate you. I've been watching all your videos that you do, Alex. Okay, this is a really weird movie from 1984. It's kind of a sci-fi movie / horror.
Okay. I should go on record and say this movie is a very, very slow burn type.
Oh. It's super slow and it's weird. It is one of the weirdest stories I've ever watched.
You know, if it wasn't for me actually telling Jamie to actually go into this and give it a shot, her first opinion of it, she thought it was the worst movie ever made.
It's still one of the worst. It's still a very poor movie.
Well, that's because you're not in a drug-addled state. So
that movie is really weird.
You kind of have to be in a drug-addled state to understand it. But at the end of the day, it's still a great movie, if you ask me.
I think it's a very poor movie, and if you don't like weird-ass movies that are just out there, it's out there and it made absolutely no sense.
Well,
it's one of those movies that makes no sense.
Like, that's because
make sure you give it the thumbs up, guys.
That's because you don't have the genius side to understand what kind of movie this is, and you literally have to be on acid or mushrooms or something to really understand this movie.
The movie, like, what is this? Is that guy? Is the guy in there possessing people and making them? I didn't understand it.
Like, yeah,
was he really hanging out with that chick, or was the chick a figment of his imagination?
I think you're kind of overthinking it, but I also kind of overthought it myself. But I still had in the back of my head, like, is she even real? Or which I'm not going to give spoilers.
First you think she's real and she's just one of his friends, and then you're like, what the fuck is all this? This makes no sense.
Like, yeah, they could have actually for 1984. I think they could have made it an extra half hour longer.
It was really short.
They kind of actually told the story a little bit, which
basically the story is this: a guy gets in a minor accident with some guy and his car won't start, so he takes him back. He refuses to go to the hospital, and he says something about the jar in his car. So the guy goes and gets the jar out of his car that's all wrapped up.
Yeah.
And he takes him back to his apartment, and the guy just disappears, and they delete the jars there, and the jar just keeps egging him on to open it.
Honestly, if I think I probably would have cut a couple of scenes out of there.
Some of it was just like, what the fuck?
I think I would have also.
A lot of it would have
also. Huh?
A lot of it.
I think I would have probably. Yeah, I think I would have probably told a little bit more story with it. But the thing about that movie,
they didn't explain, like the end of it.
Oh yeah, of course. Like
they cut it off at a really weird ending and left a lot of open.
Oh yeah, and you kind of had to think about that. Like, were they really going to try to do a sequel to it with the guy that was their boss? Which I kind of thought about that. Like, it could have been open-ended.
I don't know what they could have done, but the guy's there. The guy's like, can't even say what I want to say because it'll ruin the movie. But there's a scene where he's like getting in bed with the girl. Is he dreaming this, or did it really happen? Or was it the guy possessed in his mind? The guy that he picked up in the accident?
I think it was the jar that possessed his mind that really possessed it.
I don't understand the whole jar concept, I guess. Like, was the jar...
Yeah, that's the biggest problem I had.
Was the jar a demon or what? What was in the jar anyways?
Nobody really knows what was in the jar.
You never figure out what that thing in the jar really is, and who that guy really was in the whole movie.
Well, you watch it
all because you want to know who that guy was, and if he ever finds him again, and then you want to watch it to see what the jar really is, and then they never even really tell you.
Okay.
It kind of has a disappointing ending.
I don't think the ending was disappointing at all. I think basically from what I watched the review of, basically the one who walks in basically takes in the jar. So basically when that dude brought in the jar into his own house, it became his because the old man never existed. And basically, I think that was the main plot. The old man
was there. The old man, he's seen the old man. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. But he didn't see the old man again until the very end of the movie, which.
And then they never explained where the man went, or who the man is, or anything about the old man.
I think they wanted to make that plot very, very.
It's very, 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 very open to.
Oh yeah.
Like not really having a kind of a. They kind of leave a lot of questions unanswered in this movie. That's one thing I don't like about these kind of movies. They left a lot of questions unanswered in this movie. What was the jar? What was the jar's purpose? What was the guy's purpose?
Well, obviously the purpose of the jar.
Taking the jar. All I know is the jar possesses him, and then that's about all you get out of the movie.
Okay, so basically the gist of it, the jar basically possesses the person that handles it. So therefore, when the old man basically said, ran off and said, "I'm leaving
I think
this here."
I think the old man ran off to get away from the jar and make it his problem.
Exactly, and I think that was the biggest deal.
But then the guy was trying to get rid of it, so the guy it threw the guy back. I don't understand what the whole girl in the movie has to do with anything.
I definitely think it's a possession film.
I don't understand what the girl has to do with any of the movie. Was the girl the guy in disguise, shape shifting or what?
Probably, but honestly,
I was the girl in actual neighborhood that he knew.
This movie kind of reminded me of God, what the hell's the name of that one movie? God, I can't even think of it. It kind of reminded me of like a cross between Troll and God, I don't even remember what else.
You don't mind movies with a lot of open endings.
But this movie definitely wasn't a highlight for me. Definitely wasn't. Do I think it was as bad as it could have been? No, I thought it told a good story.
It told a weird story. I don't know if it's good. But
it's definitely an original.
It told a confusing story, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
I think they left out. I think they left out too much. I think they should have made it about 10 minutes longer and answered some more questions.
I think they could have. I think they could have actually pulled another freaking at least another 20 minutes out of it.
They needed to pull more minutes out of the movie because it just didn't make the ending and some of that stuff didn't make sense. There's no answers to some of the stuff that makes it confusing.
Yeah, but I actually truly think that this movie was, like it wasn't bad. It had an original plot, which even for then it was actually rare.
I don't know if it was original.
I definitely think the plot was original because
I think they fed off other movies. I think they fed off of other sci-fi movies at the time.
I think the biggest, like the most original plot, like not even the thing.
Not our
John
viewers.
Carpenter.
So stop that. That's rude. You guys should not go live when Kevin Smith's live. Everyone's at his live.
Ugh. Who cares? You know what? He's getting the banhammer. Bammo. Banhammer. That's it.
So anyways, it was just weird.
Altogether,
it's a really weird movie. I definitely recommend watching it once just to see what you think of it. If you've seen this movie before, comment below what you think of it. We do have a link for the movie in the description.
But like I said, original plot. It had an original plot. But all the bad things that happen in the movie, like you had lighting issues that basically they said this movie was a $200,000 movie for age. And it really didn't show it. I actually thought maybe it was less.
Quality of the lighting and the camera work was kind of low budget, low.
Oh yeah,
low quality, very low quality.
For the age, definitely below where they needed to be. You know, that's what separates a movie from being $1 million movie back then and what could have been a $100,000 movie. Because, you know, $1 million movie back then, $1 million movie back then actually freaking was lit a lot better. And they actually tried to actually make things the way that they should have with $1 million budget. But that movie being a $200,000 movie, I can't see it being that much. That is my personal thought on that. Like,
it was, and they must have paid the actors.
Lighting was horrible. It kind of seemed like it drug on a little bit, but
some of the stuff drug on. Some of the stuff drug on too long, and they didn't take enough time to explain the plot.
And the dialogue.
That's my whole problem with it.
The dialogue in this movie was absolute garbage. And I hate saying that about movies because
I'm not being rude. When Kevin Smith is doing a giveaway with J Muse.
Really?
Who cares? We want to do our movie review.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not about Kevin Smith being live. We didn't even know he was live, and we don't care. Most B-rated movies are bad.
But this movie, like I said, I'm going to be totally honest with you, and I'm going to be
honest. It was good enough to watch at least once.
We're actually going to rate this on a 5-star level. So, what would you give this?
About a 1.5.
I'm going to be generous, and I'm actually going to say it was like a 2.5 for me out of 5.
It's a low quality movie. It's only worth watching about once.
But you got to take in the effect that it did have an original story. Like it was a possession film that took place around an object, which back in those times, there was only one film that you could actually say revolved around an object.
If you want to watch a really bad movie,
classic. and that was called Ghostbusters. So
whatever happened to Moose Jaws? I don't know. That's not the topic of our conversation tonight.
But like I said, I have to give it at least a 2.5 because I actually felt like the good points that they did take, like they took a story and yeah, it was an okay story, but it could have been better all around.
Why won't you review We Summon the Darkness?
I haven't even heard of that movie. But that sounds like a plan. But like I said, so out of all, it's an official 2 out of 5 stars with us. So
I think
you feel like that's
we could have watched. Could we have watched a better movie? Maybe.
Definitely. But we're actually all about appeasing our friends and our people that do like to come onto our show.
Our friend Evan asked us to do this, so we did it for him. This is for you, Evan. Yeah. Thanks for asking us to watch it.
So, like
it was worth watching once.
So
it's definitely
what
worth
else
watching
do we got going on, Jamie? I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about the difference between buying physical and digital video games.
Oh, that was a video we was going to do. Let's do that tomorrow.
I was going to say, yeah, if you want to do, let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to have us do that tomorrow where we were going to talk about the pros and cons of owning gameplay.
Game Pass.
I mean Game Pass and buying digital one.
So
Cool as Ice. I don't even know if you can watch Cool as Ice.
I think that's on one of the smaller channels.
Tubi?
Might be on Tubi, actually. I think I saw it somewhere. Who actually referred Cool as Ice?
Cabo.
Huh?
Cabo.
Hey, that was actually one of my favorite movies growing up.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
We could actually probably do that next week, actually.
If we can find it.
We don't try to do too many of these per week, but...
Yeah. We're going to talk about video games in our next video. So if anybody plays Xbox, come on here and you can talk about Xbox gaming with an Xbox. We're talking about physical.
And by the way, if you have a PC and you're a PC player, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can play on PC for the basic cost.
I'm gonna get Game Pass
every month. So people look out for that. Which I might actually be playing Flight Simulator 2020 on my Twitch channel, which is Twisted J81. Just look for an emblem of a dude with a beard and an axe, a lumberjack, aka the Lumberjosh.
I was gonna use Twitch, but I don't really play a game that's Twitch worthy. The only game I play is Town City.
And also, I might actually be playing. I might be switching over to GTA every so often on that channel. Plus, I might actually be doing Sea of Thieves, which is also on Game Pass. So,
if I could get Sea of Thieves over here on my computer, I might, but I have to have Game Pass.
I was gonna say I don't think it takes up too much. So.
I don't really know.
But
I like low budget movies, but sometimes some of them are just downright shitty, and some of them are okay.
I was gonna say, what else do we have?
Oh, I did my Ipsy I did my BoxyCharm unboxing. I just gotta do my Ipsy. And I got a record collection update and a review of my watch that I bought, and my vacuum, and my phone. I have never reviewed my phone.
And also be
I can give you a fair review of it, a real review of it.
Like I said, so that being said, I'm Joshua Danger.
If you guys got any video ideas for us, let us know, and we will do them later. Comment, and we'll do it later.
Definitely.
We're going to be doing more movie reviews. We're going to be doing more movie reviews, and after the 28th, day after my birthday, we're getting Bill and Ted's new movie, Face the Music, and we will be reviewing it on this channel. That's going to be my birthday weekend, the weekend of my birthday, after my birthday. We're going to be reviewing that.
Like I said,
we get it next time.
I'm Joshua Danger.
If you guys want Bill and Ted, if you guys want Bill and Ted's new movie, Face the Music, you can pre-order it right now on Vudu or one of those streaming sites like that. And it's $25 to buy it, and I bought it so that we can watch it.
So there you go.
StreamYard stream with you. Oh, Alex, you want to do it on here or your channel, Alex? If you can figure out how to do it on your cell phone and you can get us in there, we'll go to your channel unless you want to do it here. You can do one here if you want. We'll do that maybe next week. Or this weekend, maybe.
Definitely might be able to do it this weekend. So let's keep it fresh, y'all.
Let me know. Message me on Facebook about it. We can do a chit chat thing with you and talk about everything that's going on in the world and life in general. Okay, we can definitely do that this weekend then because he's going to be over here. We're probably going to go swimming a little bit, maybe. If I don't have women.
And I was going to say, always be safe and wear a mask.
Be safe. Wear your mask. Protect yourself and others. Be kind to each other. Be positive. Stay safe. And remember, this too shall pass. And we'll see you guys in our next live stream. If you have any video ideas, make a comment below. If you want to watch the movie we just talked about, link is in the description. And we'll see you in our next video. We love you all. Whoop, whoop. Peace out. And much love to everybody watching. Thanks for watching.
Be awesome. Have a great day.
Have a great week and weekend, and we'll see you in our next live stream. Bye. Thanks for watching.